Like Disney, these niggas is goofy. I don't fuck with slimmer like Gucci. These niggas that fuck with some coochie. I wanna go back to chill. These niggas is blowing you grill. Watch how I switch. Watch how I switch.
Hey. It's your boy Kodak Snark. You know, something different. Y'all don't never see me like this. But today we got a special occasion. CID are having a new member presentation. Probate. Hopefully, you feel me? Oh, this lane. I'm sorry, y'all. Hopefully they go good. I mean, y'all see what kind of day it is outside. It been raining all day, man. But catch y'all though. Be like it though. But she got here earlier. She got here 3 o'clock. It's like just not 5 o'clock. It don't start to 6. Line stretching all the way down the street. It's finna fill up the block. It ain't even line. It's just like a bunch of folks crowded together. I don't know why.
Y'all had the game. Oh my gosh. Bro, no cap. JP wanted us in 6. He said, y'all are ahead of the game. Oh my gosh.
6?
Yes. I guess he wanted us to go at the same time.
Tell him he gonna be highly messed up if he gets 6. Still out here, man. I done ran out of drink. We'd have been out here for like 3 hours. Since hold on, cause I ain't got on what they got on. I'm living my best life. You know, details. You got the green. You got the. Y'all know what's going on. I got
all people unite.
Everybody slap his head in the chat. Appreciate it. We gotta get that. We got the fam in here, brother, sister, man.
Grab my leg, buckle up, tennis, chunk and tug of war. Still might get a double up. I won't go just because up your teeth. Fans out to the keys. Yeah, I've been getting in. Since a kid, yeah. Rest, you getting big. Yeah, I'm on the paper route. Yeah, you know the is. Yeah, smoking shit. Diamond kids, when baby say I'm hitting. Walking ticket, y'all, did I mean shit? I remember I ain't ever got to piss from lining up like Christmas. Stay back in the dentist, yeah, my dick. She said she wants some food. I'm making bread, she hit it, oh, gang, kid. Got it, and she said I'm good, yeah, I'm on a mission. Pull up, drip, go, tell me. Hop up in this AMG, and make a bitch, yeah. I just made it quick, yeah. Right there in the quick trip. Put up on some real shit. She like you got real shit. In the drop, got my block for the box. Mr. Killer, pop the block. In my camouflage car, for barcode, baby, bop. I be high. Really deep, never been out to the keys. Yeah, I been getting in.
God, I ran some blazing girl, Leah.
She wanna ride. got the tap out. Bustin' like bustin' the racks out. I got a ride in front of the niggas on the pull up. I was in the roof at the bought out. Bought on the car on Coco. I got a drink, you up. She got baby just nigga with us. I got diamonds on my arm. They keep them in the cut. I get bad for them. Cook this shit up, cook this shit up, cook.
I know that ain't Nate.
You may know her as Emila Rowland, but her sisters know her as Pearls on Ice. You may know her as Tanaya Hunter, but her sisters know her as Dynamic Precision. You may know her as Taylor Larry, but her sisters know her as Pretty in Pink. You may know her as Jocelyn Callis, but her sisters know her as Killer Beauty. You may know her as Ayani Ridgel, but her sisters know her as Quiet Drip. You may know her as Alexia Pruitt, but her sisters know her as Expensive Dime. You may know her as Anaya Blakely, but her sisters know her as Pretty Prodigy. You may know her as Braxton Gilbert, but her sisters know her as Luxurious Diamond. Her sisters know her as Inherited Diamond. You may know her as Tamaya Murray, but her sisters know her as Harmonic Diamond. You may know her as Taylor Samuels, but her sisters know her as Photogenic Diamond. You may know her as Jalen Andrews, but her sisters know her as Certified Stunner. You may know her as Ramaya Jefferson, but her sisters know her as Totally Conceited. You may know her as Adriana Crenshaw, but her sisters know her as Petite Essence. You may know her as Carmen Roundtree, but her sisters know her as Diamondista. You may know her as Chloe Waiters, but her sisters know her as Rebellious Charmer. You may know her as Kenaya McCree, but her sisters know her as D1 Diamond. You may know her as Ryan Dixon, but her sisters know her as Princess Cut. You may know her as Carly Edwards, but her sisters know her as High Class. You may know her as Ryan Wimbush, but her sisters know her as Hardcore Diamond. You may know her as Haley Broadneck, but her sisters know her as Conceited Beauty. You may know her as Asia Taylor, but her sisters know her as Luxurious Doll. You may know her as Trinity Edwards, but her sisters know her as Understated Diamond. You may know her as Elena Anderson, but her sisters know her as Mysterious Storm. You may know her as Jamaya Parker, but her sisters know her as Platinum Glamour. You may know her as Elisha Tuck, but her sisters know her as Pretty Sadiddy. You may know her as Haley Hamilton, but her sisters know her as Perfect Diamond Eyes. You may know her as Caitlin Gill, but her sisters know her as Captivating Kate. You may know her as Janaya Slaughter, but her sisters know her as Main Attraction. You may know her as Madison Sabree, but her sisters know her as Heartless. You may know her as Shakira Hinkle, but her sisters know her as Kindly Conceited. You may know her as Mariah Atkins, but her sisters know her as One of a Kind. You may know her as Jamiria Perry, but her sisters know her as Mystique Diamond. You may know her as Portland Johnson, but her sisters know her as Radiant Diamond. You may know her as Kamari Marzette, but her sisters know her as Sophisticated Delight. You may know her as Tanaya Stewart, but her sisters know her as Aesthetic Jewel. You may know her as Janaya Polnick, but her sisters know her as Unexpected Diamond. You may know her as Alyssa Smith, but her sisters know her as Miss Oh So Pretty. You may know her as Brianna Lewis, but her sisters know her as Pure Perfection. You may know her as Kaya Winston, but her sisters know her as Secret Assassin. You may know her as Kaylee Lanier, but her sisters know her as Picture Perfect. You may know her as Kaya Watkins, but her sisters know her as Queen of Diamonds. You may know her as Kayla Gatson, but her sisters know her as Fatal Attraction. You may know her as Kennedy Mumford, but her sisters know her as Fashionably Cut. You may know her as Asia Martin, but her sisters know her as Asian Persuasion. You may know her as Angel Lewis Foster, but her sisters know her as The Fatal Enchantment. You may know her as Jordan Collins, but her sisters know her as Zero Tolerance. You may know her as Kiara Williams, but her sisters know her as Troublemaker. You may know her as Janila Sanders, but her sisters know her as Mysteriously Divine. You may know her as Jemiah Andrews, but her sisters know her as Illustrious Catastrophe. You may know her as Asia Kirkland, but her sisters know her as Persistent Pearl. You may know her as Skylar Young, but her sisters know her as Black Barbie. You may know her as Naya Barber, but her sisters know her as Quiet Storm. You may know her as Kiara Payne, but her sisters know her as Unpredictable Diamond. You may know her as Amaya Foster, but her sisters know her as Hush Mode. You may know her as Raven McLemore, but her sisters know her as Miss Top Notch. You may know her as Anaya Woody, but her sisters know her as Perfectly Cut. You
about to get me from my water. I lay it down on the sun on my car. I had to take over with a brain car. Lying here, got no pain. I got my whole arm in the rim, this car. And no good to go. For the park. Shawty better see, never see top bottom. Got a bitch that looking like a little shit model. I got pink slip up. I want to take it. I'm about to get to the scene. Hey, like you see, again, like
Man, the probate over. But we finna pull up on my brother Najee. He don't know we here. He don't know we coming. But stay tuned. We finna surprise him. He finna. Good and knocked over the whole drink, fam. Try to pick it up. How you pick a drink? It hit the little bump.
Yeah, I was gonna sit there and let it drip on me too.
It got in my sock. It's on my pants. Deja, you cleaning my pants?
Packing the mail, it's gone. Shit like I smell cologne. Yeah, I just signed a deal, I'm on. Yeah, yeah. I go where I want, good. Play if you want, let's do it. I'm a young CEO, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.